If you're an auto detailer, ceramic coating specialist, or you offer PPF services and you're not showing up at the top of Google when someone searches for your service in your local area, then you're essentially leaving money on the table. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can create high converting Google Ads campaigns, Google Ad groups, keywords, etc. to bring in real, ready to buy clients, whether you're offering any of these services, mobile detailing, ceramic coating, paint correction, or PPL. So in this video, I'm going to show you how Google Ads work, how much they will cost you, how to find keywords that get you leads, not just clicks. You want to go after high intent keywords. I'm going to show you how to structure your campaigns, your ad groups, your budget, what makes a landing page convert, what makes it not convert with real examples, and then I'm going to show you how to write ads that stand out even in crowded markets. So let's look at what shows up when someone searches for a service. So if I search mobile auto detailing near me, the first thing that pops up in the search result is Google Ads. So right here is a sponsored post that is saying, Arroyo Detailing, we come to you with 5% off discount. This is a Google ad. So it doesn't matter if this person is brand new, established, even if they have 0 reviews, since they're paying for this Google ad, they're showing up before these businesses. And I don't know if they have 1 review, 5 reviews, it doesn't matter. But since they show up top here, there's a high likelihood that your customer or a potential customer will click on this link and go with their service, right? So that's the value in Google Ads, is that you show up above the map pack. So even though these people are more established and they're getting free leads from Google, they're not getting as many leads as possible because this person is jumping above them with Google Ads. All right. And underneath Google Ads and the Google Map Pack are just regular domain and websites. And what you'll see here is that these are dominated nowadays by bigger companies such as Yelp, Thumbtack, Angie's. And what these companies do is that since they are so powerful and their domains have such authority because of backlinks, articles, that they just eat up the leads and searches and clicks, right? So if I'm a customer and I go here, right, here, essentially they want you to do this. They want you to pick a service when you need it and a zip code, and then after you click get started, they're going to take your info and sell your lead to a bunch of companies, assuming you're a customer, right? So you can avoid that and not rely on organic SEO by jumping them by running local Google Ads, right? So one last thing before we hop into an actual Google Ads campaign is I want to show you the difference between Google Ads and Facebook Ads, as these are both very popular, especially in car detailing, and there's a lot more people and hype going around Facebook Ads nowadays. So I just want to show you the difference. Right here you can see regarding ad targeting, so Google Ads are targeting users by keywords and customized locations. So you're going to pay for a keyword in a location. All right. With Facebook, you're targeting users by location, demographic, and profile information, which is a little bit different because you're not targeting keywords, you're targeting interest, right? Ad auction, so Google Ads, your cost is going to depend on your keyword bid, your quality of your ad, your landing page quality, and essentially how good your headlights are and descriptions. So how often someone clicks on your ad. In Facebook, your cost per lead is going to depend mostly on your creative, which is either a picture or a video, how good your offer is. So if you're running $50 off, $100 off, also it depends on if you're in front of the camera. So if you're someone that is shy, then Facebook ads is not for you, because the way to get leads from Facebook is to be in front of the camera and be very, very authoritative and have people trust you. With Google Ads, that doesn't really matter, because Google Ads will run traffic to a landing page, and on a landing page is just pictures and no videos or anything like that. So that's just taking form leads, essentially. Lastly, a really important distinction between Google and Facebook is user intent. So Google Ads is targeting people who are actually interested in your service. So Only people that are searching mobile auto detailing will find your Google ad. Only people who actually need auto detailing are going to come across your ad. Unlike Facebook, where you're shoving your service in their face. So if you have a good offer and a good creative, this can work. But if you don't, then this won't work because you're just selling something to people that don't really need it, right? Additionally, Facebook works if you're good at sales. If you're not good at sales, then Google is much easier because you're going to get higher qualified leads. You'll save a lot of time not having to go back and forth with people because they actually need a service. Now, one other thing I want to quickly go over before we jump into the campaign is cost per click, click-through rate, and conversion. The way you get billed for Google Ads is if someone clicks on your ad. So for example, if I click on this person's ad, he is going to get billed for that click. And I can immediately tell you this is not a good landing page, but we're going to discuss landing pages later on. So he got billed for that click. For car detailing, this can cost usually around $2 to around $5 to $10 depending on the service. If it's PPF or a higher service and there's more competition in your area, those keywords tend to be more costly. But if it's just mobile detailing or a smaller keyword, they're very cheap leads. Another thing is that there is much more competition for detailing on Facebook rather than Google. So not many detailers are taking advantage of Google Ads, so it's very valuable that you become one of them. Let's hop into a fresh Google Ads campaign. This is how you find it. You go to Google, you go here, click these dots, scroll down, Google Ads, click Start Now, and just go back all the way. It's going to ask you your business name, so just fill out your business name. It's going to ask you your website, enter your website URL. This has to be a real website. If you don't have a website, we have website services. If you need help connecting a domain, setting up a domain, etc., we can help you with that. Now, it's going to ask you certain questions, select web pages. This doesn't really matter. For this purpose, I'll skip. Choose your goal for this campaign. So this initial campaign that Google Ads makes you do, you're going to want to just go through the steps and turn it off immediately because you're going to want to create a new campaign from scratch. All right, so skip. Okay, another thing I want to go over. You want to turn off video campaigns because this will essentially run your ads on Google, or should I say YouTube. You do not want this. You only want to be in front of high intent customers at the right time on Google search when they're searching for your service. Okay? Make sure that this is turned off. Now, next, keywords. We're going to go over keywords in a bit. Create ads. This is like a dummy ad that's going to make you do the first time you run through Google Ads, but just click next. We're going to want to immediately turn this off anyways, so it does not matter. Set bid strategy. Just click next. Next. Now, the first time you create a campaign, they're going to force you to take a payment, enter a payment method, right? And they're going to charge a temporary $50 authorization. So this is not really an issue, but this is something that they require for you to set up your Google Ads account. But essentially, you're going to want to go through this process, click submit, and then once you're at the next screen, you're going to want to go into that Google Ads campaign and immediately pause it. Okay, so now let's actually set up a car detailing Google Ads campaign. So new campaign. This does not matter. So obviously fill in your information. Next, your objective. You want your objective to be leads, right? And another thing very important, as I mentioned before, you do not want performance max. So Google is going to recommend you a lot of things that benefit Google and their ads. So they just take more of your money, but they do not benefit you. All right. So make sure you click search. Leads, search. Select the ways you'd like to reach your goal. You'd want to do this by website visits, not store visits, because this is for e-commerce. Choose your leads conversion goals. So these are form submissions from website. And the way we do it is we set up two campaigns. one campaign is for forms, one campaign is for phone calls. So you want to separate these for better tracking, and because each campaign has one conversion goal. All right, name your campaign. So if you want to, we like to separate campaigns just by phone calls and forms, and then the ad groups by the actual service. Right. So here I'm just going to name it form campaign. Click agree and continue. Enhanced conversions, you can leave them on. All right. What do you want to focus on? You want to focus on conversions, but before you have enough conversions in the account, which is about 10, you want to focus on clicks. That's the first thing you always want to do. Focus on clicks, and then once you're getting enough clicks, then you focus on conversions. And you want to set a max CPC bid limit. When we get into Keyword Planner, I'll show you how much each keyword for mobile detailing or just detailing ceramic coating costs in general, but I would set a max limit at $5 if you're not offering PPF or ceramic coating. If you are, then I would set it at $10. And bid for new customers only, I would leave that off. Click next. You do not want this stuff on, turn that off. Locations, this is very important. So if you're a local business, a local detailer, you only want to target your service area. Okay? So think of the distance or radius that people are willing to drive to your shop, or if you're a mobile detailer, think of the radius that you're willing to drive, and you only want to target people in that location. So location options. So let me do enter another location. Let me do my county, Warren County, New Jersey. Now, also very important, you want to make sure that you click presence and not presence or interest. So I'm going to give the example of New York City or the Bronx. If I search Bronx detailing, that means I have an interest in Bronx detailing, even though I live 2 hours away from Bronx. So you want to make sure that this is off. You only want to have presence, which means only people that live in your actual area, they can find you. They can find your ads, so you're not wasting money unnecessarily. Languages, keep it English. Audience segments, that's not needed. Broad match keywords, do not mess with this. This is only for advanced media buyers and Google Ad Specialist. More settings. You do not have to adjust anything here. Ad rotation, prefer best performing ads, leave that on. Next, keyword and asset generation. So Google's gonna create ads for you, but that is not what you want to do. You want to make sure you skip. And right here, so look, they created ads and ad groups for you, and these are not well done at all. You just want to click done. You want to just get through this so that you can create the ads yourself. Budget, whatever your budget is, we recommend that you spend at least $20 to $30 a day. That gives Google enough room to play with. Okay, so I'm just gonna set $1 budget. I'm not trying to get charged, so $1 budget. Your campaign is ready to publish, and after you do that, you publish the campaign. I will publish the campaign so it's easier for me to show. Setting up a Google tag. What a Google tag essentially is something that is added to your website in the header of your website that Google is able to track whenever someone clicks on your ad and goes to the website. Additionally, you want to have a Google conversion tracking inside of the form on the website, because this will let Google know about conversions, and through conversions, Google knows what type of clients to target and show the ads so you can get the most money per dollar that you spend. All right. Depending on what type of website you use, you're going to want to click this, save this header. Let me go to one of our websites. So you want to go to your website, go to the head tracking code, take that Google tag, and just drop it right in there. And now this Google tag is added to the website so that the tracking is complete. All right. So this is our custom software that we use for all of this. If you want to learn more about it, just get in contact in the description. And let me go back. Now, test installation, I'm just going to X out of here. I'm going to first pause the campaign so I don't get charged. How you can pause it is you just click this green button and pause. Alright, so now the ad campaign is paused. The next most important thing before the keywords and ad groups itself is your ad schedule. And ad schedule is essentially the time, the days that you want the ad to run. So select a campaign, form campaign. Here I can choose what days and what times I want the ads to run. So if you're only available to call people Mondays to Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., you want to only select those times, because since you're paying for these leads, you do not want to pay for a lead that you get after hours and you can't reach out to, because you're essentially just wasting your money. So only have Google Ads running for the time that you're able to actually call the leads. Alright, so here another thing is you can have different hours for different days. So if I want Monday 9 to 6 and I want Tuesdays 9:15 to 1:15, this is something you can do. If I just click save, now that is saved. Another thing is that Google Ads will show you your clicks, impressions, your metrics, everything for different days, which is very valuable. And I have a document that goes over what each of these metrics stand for, and cost per click, so the amount you pay every single time someone clicks on your ad. This varies. The click-through rates, so the percentage of people who see your ad and click on it. The conversions. Conversion is if someone actually calls you or fills out the form. We went over locations, audiences. So if you want to only target people above a certain age or above a certain gender, you can do that. You can also filter by household income, but that is up to you. We've seen that it does not really have an impact. We do recommend that you could segment by people over the age of 25, right? If you only want to target richer people, that is one option, but that is up to you. Now let's go over keywords, and here you can do that by going to Tools, Planning, Keyword Planner. Let this load, discover new keywords, and we're going to search detailing, car detailing. The biggest thing, as we mentioned before, is that we want to go over high intent keywords. And we have a document here that shows this. So high intent keywords by service type, general auto detailing. So you want to have things that a person will only search if they actually want service done immediately, right? You don't want someone searching how much does detailing cost, is detailing worth it? Because those people do not actually want detailing services. They're just trying to answer a question. You only want to pay for keywords that are actually keywords that someone's going to use to buy your service. All right. Here you can see keyword prevalence, average monthly searches. This is for across the country. So right here, you could filter to your area, but I recommend that when you're choosing your keywords, this does not really matter. Here you can see top of page bid and then top of page bid high. Okay, so this is just a range. So on average, it can cost between these values to be one of the first businesses shown on Google. So we recommend setting your max cost a little bit below the top of range bid. Okay. Here we can see full service car is $7. Ceramic coating is $10, so it's a higher service. You don't want to pay $10, so it makes sense to set the max around $7 or $8, because the low for the top of page bid is $2. Okay, and of course, if you want us to help you, just reach out. We have a link in the description. The next thing for keywords is negative keywords. These are keywords that if someone searches, your ad will not pop up. This is more important, if not just as important, as positive keywords, because if someone's searching something such as how to start detailing, cheap detailing, do-it-yourself detailing, you don't want your ad to show up because it's showing up for no reason. That's a waste of money, right? And it's going to just lower your metrics. So all you have to do is choose a negative keyword. So cheap, do it yourself, right? And ad campaign. There we go. After you do that, you just save, and these negative keywords are added. All right. Same thing with here. If you want to add keywords, all you have to do is click this, and this is how you can add keywords. Alright? This is not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is in separate ad groups, but we will show you that. Another thing is you want to use keyword wrapper. So search up keyword wrapper, take those keywords. So right here, click copy, wrap, and this will give you those keywords in the exact form that you will need. And what do I mean by that? Exact keywords like this means that your ad will only show up if someone searches exactly car detailing or car detailing near me. If someone searches car detailing Dallas, your ad will not pop up. Phrase match. What phrase match means is if someone searches car detailing Dallas, car detailing near me, for this one, then your ad will show up. So it does not have to be the exact keyword. These are very powerful, and it's important to know the distinction. So that's why we like to have both. So we like to use phrase and exact. We don't like to use broad match because this is way riskier and it can derail your campaign and make you waste a lot of money. So that's why we recommend just using phrase and exact keywords. So what you do is take this, copy it, go back to my campaign. You want to go to your ad group. So we select keywords at the ad group level. Now you want to go into keywords, just click the plus, copy and paste, save, and now these keywords are created. Okay? Now, let me explain the best structure for Google Ads. So the way you want to separate and segment your Google Ads is have each main service in a separate ad group. So car detailing, mobile detailing, ceramic coating, paint protection, interior detailing. You want to have each in their ad group with each having their own keywords. So right here, I'm going to create a new ad group, standard, ceramic coating. Doesn't matter if you have a page on your website dedicated to each service, you can link that here, but it's not very important. I'm just going to click save and continue. This is automatically creating ads, which is annoying. Just click save and continue. Now, click into that ad group further. So now these are the keywords. If I go to ads, there's that one ad in here. I'm going to delete that. Now, the best structure to have inside of an ad group is 3 ads. So I'm going to click add, create responsive search ad. Final URL, this is going to be the landing page that you want to use. Okay, the display URL, this is not an actual URL domain. This is just what appears right here. So if I put interior detailing, that will show up right there. Not sure why it's not, but that will show up right there. Okay, headlines. You want to use high intent headlines. So you can write something like, if your area is Easton, PA, you can write Easton, PA, ceramic coating, Easton, PA, interior detailing, whatever your service is. So since this is only about interior detailing, you want to get rid of this, right? You want to put benefits in here, you want to put urgency. You don't want to just go to ChatGPT and say, just give me 15 headlines. You want to make sure that these are unique and not stuff that other people are using, okay? Make them funny, make them unique, make them creative, because those have the best click-through rates and most likely to get you the most ROI out of them. So you can put book online in 2 minutes, in business since 1999. Just we do something unique. Make your neighbors jealous. $50 off. this week only. Another thing, if you want to do dynamic location, you can click this button, location insertion, city. So what this will do is it takes in whoever is searching their city. Okay. You can also put a default. So if their city is not able to be found, then it just takes the default. And if you want to look at an example right here, based in New Jersey, right here serves Lopakong. So this is just taking my area dynamically and putting it into the ad, so I'm more likely to click on it. Okay. So you can put location city, mobile detailing, whatever, interior detailing. You can put, since it's mobile detailing, you can be like free, traveling fees, whatever you want to say. We come to you. That's one I've seen. We come to you. Whatever. The best thing is to fill out all 15 of these headlines, as that gives Google more room to play with and optimize, and they can just find the best combinations of what works, and that will lower your cost per click in the future. Descriptions, self-explanatory. You want to write nice descriptions, put benefits. Do not put features, put benefits. Okay? Business name, logos. You want to have a very good logo, right? Make sure it's very good quality, crisp logo. You don't want to put a bad pixelated logo here, because that can really negatively affect you. I'm just going to click cancel. Lead guide. Another thing I want to show you is assets. So in here, assets, these are the things that you can use that will show up with your Google ad. So business name, business logo. If you drop your logo into here, then it will automatically show in the ad. So we like to do this at the campaign level. So campaign level, assets, add your business logo. If you have a certain promotion going on, like a special promotion, you can add it to your headline in your campaign level, and that headline will go across all of your accounts, all of your active ads. Okay? Call out. Call out is essentially just a word that will show next to a call button. So you can be like, call now for 10% off, call now, whatever. Okay? Structured snippet. It's very easy as well. You just want to put descriptions and values. Okay? Select header type. What this means actually is just like you can put neighborhoods. So if you serve 7 or 8 different neighborhoods, you can put each of the different neighborhoods. You can put your services here, service catalog. You can put all your services, whatever you want to do. Lead form, location, okay, price. So some people like to include their price in their ads. That is completely up to you. We don't recommend that. We'd rather you just get the lead and then discuss price there, but that is up to you. Another thing with any of these things is you want to include stuff like 5-star rated. We come to you from $99, right? Now, budget, we recommend that you start small, as I mentioned before, around $20 to $30 a day. Avoid Google's recommended budget, as that can really mess things up. Another thing is you want to turn off Google's automatic recommendation. Just make sure that you never automatically approve these recommendations, because a lot of these recommendations, they can destroy your campaign. Now, I just want to hop over to landing pages. Right here. These are example of 2 different landing pages for the PPF. And you can see that there's a vast difference in this page and this page. I'm going to go over the good page first. So the best thing you see here is there's a call button, there's a form, and there's no distractions. There's nowhere to click off onto a different page and just leave, because that will lower your lead percentage. Because if someone's clicking off your page, like your landing page, onto a different page of your website, there's a low chance that they're going to come back and actually fill out the form. It's much more likely that they're going to find something that they don't like and never contact you again. Okay? This is very clean, white ceramic coatings, a video. These images are just very high authority, high trust. about our detail shop. They have their location. Okay, they have their packages, they have their pricing, qualifying the leads. Okay, more pictures. This could be your car. Click to enlarge. Very nice stuff. Now, if we compare this landing page to this landing page, first of all, it just looks very dull and like not optimized. Also, there's way too many places to click, and there's no forms. There's no call button, and there's no forms. So if I'm a lead, I just clicked on this ad. Where am I supposed to even contact them? So this is a big problem that we've seen, is that a lot of car detailers, they don't have their landing page optimized, and then they wonder why all of their ad budget is going to waste. If you don't have your landing page dialed up, you're going to lose leads. If you want a custom landing page like this, right, and you want ad groups, keywords dialed in perfectly for car detailing, just let me know. Also, if you want access to this high intent keyword document as well as this definition document, let me know as well, and I will send that over. I want to quickly show you our system of what happens after a lead comes in. So if one of your potential customers fills out one of these forms and becomes a lead, you will automatically get a text message from us through our system that tells you Google Ads form filled, the name, the phone number, the service, whatever is relating to your landing page itself. Additionally, that customer will get a message through their phone number about the service. So if they requested a quote for paint protection and they submitted that they had a Dodge Challenger, you will be able to see that, and they will get an automatic reply that, hey, you got your quote request, we're going to review it and send. And we'll be in touch shortly. They get that automatic message because that stops them from going to the next business, because they know, oh, this person is professional, they responded, that means that they will get back to me. That just creates sort of more respect for you, and they know that you're going to give them a quote. They don't have to just sit there and not be sure and then just get more quotes for no reason. Alright? So this is very, very valuable. It's an automated system. If they don't reply to that and you call them and they don't reply, we have systems in place that they keep receiving messages and messages until they reply. One other thing I do want to mention for negative keywords is you want to negatively filter out your competitors. So if you're someone named Diamond Detailing and you have competitors such as Crispy Detailing, A+, A1 Auto, whatever, you want to go here, keywords, negative keywords, click plus, and you want to take the root name that they have. So if their name is Crispy Detailing, you don't want to make detailing the negative keyword. You just want to make crispy. If they're A1 Auto Detailing, only make A1. If their name is Prestige Auto Detailing, just take Prestige. Okay? Very simple concept, but this can save you a lot of ad budget, because if someone's searching for Crispy Auto Detailing and your ad shows up, there's no point, because you're just wasting money, right? You don't want to show up and then have impressions wasted that just drive up your cost per click. Because even if someone doesn't click on it, if your impressions are showing up, that's just lowering your ad quality. And the lower ad quality you have, the more Google's going to charge you overall. And if you want an expert to guide you through all of this, just go to our page, detailersyndicate.com. It is linked in the bio. Go here, click Discovery Call, fill out a couple of questions, and we will see you on the other side.